on those two pictures that what will happen when grease is not properly inserted in a bearing. Now, first of all, I will tell all the people know about the grease and lubricant very much, but because of some because of some overview, I will just give you a little reference. Now, we know that bearing is use oils. Oil. In some application, they use in housing bearings. Those who are inserted in a housing type of bearing, there is a no source to provide grease on outside when we use a oil type of grease we convert into the oil, it will be again converted into the solid form when the temperature is going down. But mainly we use grease in the bearings because of its strength, and because of the durability of the grease is much higher than the oil because of its thickness and viscosity. So how the grease is made for the bearing, like the grease is a lubricant of choice of 80 to 90% of bearing. Grease consists about 85% mineral or synthetic oil with thicker, and thickness is like the viscosity of how much you need a viscous on your application, how much you demand that viscosity, then you choose a grease, which type of grease you need. This is the definition, simple, and to lubricant each part of the bearing and reduce the friction and wear, to carry away heat generated inside the bearing due to the friction and other causes, to cover rolling contact surfaces with the proper oil film. We know that when we are not going to proper lubricate with our equipment not properly lubricated, then what happened, that type of things will be occurred, that this shaft has been cutting down, and this shaft also cutting down. So this kind of thing will be there if you are not greased properly. And one more thing, then when you insert too much grease on that bearing, so also it's when heat is generated and your bearing will be damaged. So there is one more definition about that, that too much grease volume over greasing in a bearing cavity will cause the rotation bearing elements to be screwing, or grease is pushing it out the way of resulting in the energy losses and rising the temperature. Now, this is the definition of when you grease is when you are not hungry and just eating a food, then you going for the food poisoning or for doctor. Like when the bearing is not needed too much grease and you just put down too much grease on it, then it will be causing the effect and in a bad way. And when you not grease on the time without lubricant, bearing can be expected to fail early and possibly cause other equipment to fail. The three main concerned with the bearing lubricants are specifying in the right amount of rolling elements. Bearing operate at their optimum temperature when the minimum amount of lubricant used. We know that when the proper lubricant is been there, so that type of things will not be shown in your machinery. But when you are not performing on a proper way and not doing a good lubricant on that, then heat will be occurred and that type of thing will show on bearings and different surfaces like shaft, and your more equipment will be cutting down, and it will be not good for your machine life, and your machine frequency has been damaging and will destroy your production, and your value of asset also decreases. Thank you.